shaving that. Y'all, hold on. Let me give me some of the drink real quick. Like young dog said, I said, hold up. Ha! That's one of my favorite songs right there to work at. It's so slow, but it got a vibe, you see? Yeah, it got a little vibe to it. A shout out to that. I be digging that vibe. Hold on, y'all. Oh my God. You see? Back when I was Team Breezy, I would have been like, oh my God, they got my boy Chris in jail. Yes, Miss Preston girl. He got to get out. I mean, I still feel bad for him though. That's my boy. You see? Yeah. Yes, Miss Preston girl. Shout out to that. I said, Chris Brown, that's my boy. You know? I still mess with Chris. Period. I still like CB. So shout out to that. Child. But what he did was, he fucked around and found out. Yes, hit the like button, child. I said, Chris Brown. You see? I said, now, yeah. I don't usually get into the conspiracy thing. I can't get with that. You say that's, you know how they say, you could get with this or you could get with that. No, I can't get with that. You see? So I guess I'm on this side. It just is what it is. I don't do conspiracies. You know, the conspiracy theories like that. You know what I'm saying? Not most of the time, but listen. This time, Chris Brown, I don't know. This is the thing, though. Kristen said free Tory before and never been locked up. That's why I said, like, why is he saying it again? Like, I get it, Chris. We get it. Everybody get it. Like, you on Tory's side. Just see Miss Preston girl. But the thing is, like, I think you just gotta shut up. You see, you just gotta shut up. Like, everybody know what it is. You know, everybody know what it is. We know, you know, like, this is the thing. When it comes to Megan and Tory, like, everybody know where everybody stand. You see, it's been going on for too long. We all know. I said, see, Chris, this is why you can't get a damn Super Bowl. You see? Messing with Jay-Z, Chris gonna be doing breezy balls till, yeah. Like, you see, Chris better hope somebody else, like, yeah, it just is what it is. Like, he better than me, though, because I wouldn't be throwing my career away over Miss Preston Curl. You see, it just is what it is. But at the end of the day, though, I do feel like Chris is, like, kind of established. You know what I'm saying? He remind me of Boosie. He put me in a mind frame of Boosie, y'all. You know? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got some people in the industry who... You had to take that off. I had to take that off. You see? You got some people in the industry who, you know... They just know how to go make a dollar. You see, they know how to go get their dollar. And yeah, they ain't got to depend on the industry like that too much, you know? And I feel like Boosie is one of them. And I feel like Chris Brown been around long enough too, you know, to know how to go get it and come back with it. See, it just is what it is. But we gonna get into Chris going to jail in just a minute. Like, listen, the first thing I thought of, I said, hot damn. You see? I know I got a blog on Instagram. Follow my blog. Period. It's my comment section. It's our one word. I might come back and link it later. Yeah. For everybody who new here. But like, yes, people start to hit the like buttons, you see? Because first thing I thought of, I said, now, imagine you talking about some free Tory. And the next day, you got to worry about somebody talking about free your ass. Like, you see? I said, oh my God. Like, can we all just get a bag or whatever Rodney King was saying? Like, this is crazy. This man went to jail in London. In London, and that's crazy. We're gonna talk about the details in just a minute, but in just a minute. But after that, let me talk to y'all about DDG real quick. Because y'all know your girl Shay Renee, I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere to get the tea, right? I don't miss nothing. It's kind of hard to get things by me, right? Because I'm always paying attention, you see? I said, yeah, somebody is just always watching. Period. So shout out to that. You don't never know who watching. And with that being said, I've been paying attention to the vlogs, right? And every post, and I do mean, for real, y'all, down to every post about DDG, that's not funny. It is not funny. Shout out to DDG. Shout out to DDG. Shout out to Holly. I don't have a dog in the fight. It just is what it is. Y'all know co-parenting is a topic that I like to talk about here. It just is what it is. Well, I wouldn't say that. But y'all know, I got a co-parenting little video, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I like to talk to people who might be struggling with co-parenting, you know, because it gets hard sometimes. Yes, Miss Preston Curl. Yeah, you're going to have to. Yeah, it take a lot of energy. You see, like the girl said on the song, like Carrie Hilson said, yeah, it's going to take a lot of energy, you see? And, like, I just like to get people right, especially people like Holly and DDG, these first-time parents, right? Because they be needing help. I don't care what nobody say. First-time parents be needing to know a lot. You know, it just is what it is. The good, the bad, the ugly. Tell them. Just tell them. Which is exactly what I was saying yesterday when I was saying DDG mama was saying that, like, she probably was too quiet about stuff for too long. And I'm like, yeah, you think? Miss Preston Curl, you know, like, some stuff you just can't sit back and be quiet about. Some stuff you just gotta ask. You know, like, for instance, she knew that DDG and Holly was going through a breakup. I would have been all in their business. You see? Yes, I would have. I don't care. I don't care. How are things? How is the communication? Are y'all getting along? Do I need to step in? Do you need me for anything? You see? Shout out to that. And then I'd have been there and told him, DDG. He'd be like, Mama, where you going? I'll be back. Mama, where you going? I'll be back. You see? Baby, I done came back. Where was you at? At dinner with Holly and Halo. You see? Yeah, I done went to dinner, okay? To get the scoop. It just is what it is. Like, I'm all up in the business. It just, yeah, shout out to that. Because, like, she had to have known. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like a mother knows her son. She knows her son. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, you know, like, you know your boy. Shoot, you knew he was going to be causing some type of chaos. Now, I'm not saying that you knew he was going to be, like, brosing her and, you know, sneaking up in her crib and all of that. I'm not saying the mama knew all of that. But I'm saying she knew her son. So, like, it is what it is. Like, hey, I would have stepped in, you see? Because sometimes that's all it take. Really, sometimes that's really all it's going to take is a present grandma, you know, to get the whole, what's it called? They be saying the whole village in line, you see? It just is what it is. Sometimes it's going to take a present grandmother. And let me just say this, grandmas, you see, the grannies of the world today. Shout out to y'all. Y'all got to do better on them daddy sides, you see, because they be on y'all head. Not me necessarily. I don't be having time to pay attention like that. You see, I said I don't got time. Yeah, to hell with what Kevin Gates talking about. I ain't got time. Yeah, I just don't. It's not one of the things that I focus on, but I can say that like people be on the grandma's head, you see, on the daddy side. So like you daddy side grandmas, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all step it up. It just is what it is. Y'all step it up. Y'all get involved. Okay, that's all. That's all. I would say you just need a little bit more involvement, you see. But anyway, shout out to them. I know TD Jason stepped down, but child, I promise you I ain't preaching. It is what it is. But listen, I've been paying attention to every post about DDG. DDG, Holly was granted a restraining order. Guess who liked it? It was this certain person. Hit the like button. What else they say? I mean, anything you could think of. All these DDG posts, right? He even liked the one where Soulja Boy said, "When I catch you, it's up." I said, "Now what's going on, Rick Rouse? Flossy Rick Rousey? What's wrong with you?" You see, like I'm like, what did DDG do to Rick Ross? And I'm like, I couldn't put my finger on it. I was like, is this some music stuff? But I'm telling y'all right now, you see, not like it's factual, actual and factual type stuff. But I'm telling y'all right now, I think it's some type of, you see, tea brewing amongst Rick Ross and DDG. Y'all, it just is what it is. Because Rick Ross, he been liking all these posts about, you know, everything that's going on with DDG right now. And I do mean everything. See, this started yesterday. But then today, I seen that he still liking stuff. Like, today, they said DDG lost custody. Holly gets full custody of the baby. He liked that post. Like, he liking all the posts. I said, oh, Miss Pressure Curl is upset. I said, oh, okay. Noted, you see. I'm like, what's going on with them? Then I had to think about it. DDG did just do an interview where he was hollering about some, like, he on Drake's side. You know, he feel like Drake is the best, whatever, the best. You the fucking best. Just like he said in the song. You see? And I don't think that's what it is. I think it's more Tia Kim. You see? Because y'all know what Tia was just on the boat just the other day teaching DDG how to fish. Oh yes, Miss Pressure Curl. They rolled by Rick Ross' house. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, she did. She rolled by Rick Ross' house. Yeah, she was twerking and telling them to come outside and stuff. So like I'm thinking, you see, and it's been a lot going on. Like I said, it's been a lot going on. Even when Tia Kim did that one video where she was making her butt clap and all of that, and DDG was like, I don't know. You know, it just is what it is. But I told y'all, Tia was acting thirsty to me on that video. She was acting, I don't know. She was turned up, okay, for the young streamer. It just is what it is. And I think, yeah, you see what it is, I thought? I think it's something going on between DDG and Rick Ross now. Yes, absolutely, I sure do. So I'm going to keep my eyes on that. Period. Y'all know I'm going to stay tuned in. Oh, yes, just like a symphony. So it is what it is. And, hold on. Yeah, she was taunting that baby daddy. And I'll take it a step further. For all of y'all, you see, all of y'all who think that, like, Tia Kim and Rick Ross are over each other, I don't believe that. Yeah, no, I don't. I believe Miss Pressure Curl still loves that baby daddy. You see, it just is what it is. So, like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. That's not a fact. That's my opinion, though. I like Tia be doing all of that. You see? All of that. And I think all Rick Ross got to do is want to talk. Want to talk. Rub her hand. Now he rubbing her thigh. You see, I mean, it just is what it is. Yes, I believe Miss Pressure Curl is still in love, okay? I do. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Shout out to them both, okay? Because I just don't care. We don't care. Somebody hit the like button and jump in the comments and say, we don't care. We don't care. We don't care. Okay, I promise you. But, yeah. It is trouble in paradise, okay? And then, speaking of Tia Kim just recently sent a message out to Holly that got her like, the people wasn't feeling it. It is what it is. The people was like, Tia, shut up. Put the shut to the up, Tia, and go on and mind your business, you see? Tia was basically saying, don't call no popo. She said, don't call no popo ho. Yeah, when you getting into it with your people. She said, like, they need to figure it out. Take the popo out of it, you know, out of the equation. You know what I'm saying? She said, bing, boom, 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 bam, rocking it. Yeah, you see? Like Kendrick Lamar. Tia basically said, you know, it just is what it is. She said, go on and go to do college. You see, go on and duke it out. She said, okay. Baby, listen, the whole comment section was like, absolutely not. Don't listen to Tia. Tia is Tia, you know. The Miami girl who never went far. You see? Yeah, Tia, they said you just didn't make it outside of Florida. You just didn't go nowhere outside of Florida except to get your teeth done. You see? And they was like, girl, this girl is in Hollywood. Shut up. She ain't got time to be rocking and rolling on the ground with DDG like some damn rock star. You see? She ain't trying to party like that. Okay, Miss Pressinger? You know? Shit. She handled it like a woman out of Beverly Hills. It just is what it is. Shoot. She said, Ninja, keep your hands off me. Okay? And stay at my damn house, too. I said, man, DDG tripped out. He did. You know what he did. See, he was supposed to be bringing the baby back later that day, right? But what he did was he popped up. He popped up on some me and Halo outside. We at the door, you know. And then he was like, well, you ain't here? You ain't here? So then he let himself in to find out that she ain't there. Typical baby daddy stuff. So he was probably like, oh, he took a picture of the bed. He like, oh, I see what you been on. You know? Honestly, I think he was like, oh, so you not at home. You not at home. Was you here? You didn't stay the night here. You see? I mean, it just is what it is. And I think that Holly was like, oh, no. You know? Because DDG is a YouTuber. He a YouTuber. He probably got all kinds of gadgets and whatnot in that girl place. You just never know. He probably got... Child, don't even get me started. You see? But she probably said, no, I'm not. You see, I'm not dealing with this. Like I said, Halo ain't even made it to his second birthday. They said, oh, no, we finna nip this in the bud, okay? It just is what it is. And he said, he did his first live, and he seemed so sad. Honestly, he do. My heart goes out to DDG, but I think DDG will be okay. You see, he just had to realize that he ain't running shit, you know? Yeah. That's it. Soon as he realized he ain't running shit, he'll be fine. They gotta find him some type of medicine for that. Seriously. But yeah, after that, he'll be just fine. You know, he wanted to run shit. And you can't do that. You see? As a baby daddy, you can't do that. You don't run nothing but your mouth, you know. and whatever else you got going on, but you can't run your baby mama. You know, you can't. And I can tell how this internet stuff was messing with Holly. It was. This internet stuff be messing with Holly. Because DDG is popular. You know what I'm saying? He's popular online. So you got people in the comments on some, oh my God, she this and she that and she this and she that all day, every day. I think it gets tiresome, you know. I think it gets tiresome, and I think it's challenging for her, you know. Especially for somebody that's trying to move on. This lady is trying to move on from you, DDG, okay? And it seems like DDG wants her to stay back, way back. Yeah, like the song said, back into time. You see, he just wanted to go back to the way things used to be. And it's crazy too, because I don't think DDG necessarily wants to be in a relationship with her again. I could be wrong. I don't think so. Sometimes once people be free, they be relieved that they free. But I don't know though. I don't know. I can't say that. But I don't think he does. I don't. Because I don't think he working on nothing. You see, everything is still the same. Mm. Mm. He probably got the same drawers on. Oh, yes, Miss Prince Girl. But, like, no. For real. Seriously, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he really wants her back. A lot of baby daddies just want to get back to how it was, you know. And that's the thing. They kind of want their friend back. Mm. You know, and women be ready to move on in a different way. You know, like, hey, how are you? Here's Halo. He's ready. See you later. Bye-bye. You see? Yeah. Bye-bye. Yeah. We be ready for you to get the fuck. You know what I'm saying? And if the baby daddy be ready to come in, he want to come in. He want to see it. He just want to look around. He want to look at you. You know. Like Jay-Z say, she want to go. He want to know how far I would go. They just like being stuck in the past. They don't really be caring about the relationship thing. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real, for real. A lot of baby daddies, like, if they could have it the way they wanted it, the baby mama will be single. She'll be available. She'll be like Kim Porter. You see how Kim Porter was. How Diddy had Kim Porter. And that ain't even, that's not even on no joke. That's not even on no funny stuff. For real, for real. If a lot of baby daddies could have it the way they wanted it, they baby mamas would be exactly like Kim. You know what I'm saying? The way Diddy had Kim, she couldn't mess with nobody. Allegedly. She couldn't mess with nobody. You know? And Diddy just was, he would just be running and gunning towards the hills. You see, he was just having a funky good time out there. And Kim just had to be at home by herself, waiting on him. You know? And like, I can't even imagine. I just can't even imagine. On top of you probably ain't even good in that department. You see? Like, what if you ain't even... That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Y'all know Diddy is being sued, by the way, too. Yeah, somebody sued him and said he had a Tuesday roll. You see, Tuesday to the left, to the left, to the front, in the front. Somebody said Diddy had a Tuesday roll like da 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 da. You see, she said she read up on it da 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 one day. I said, ooh, eek. They gave a description. You know, now to Diddy's defense, though. To Diddy's defense, the lady did say a large size Tootsie Roll. You know. She did. Because there's different sides. And everybody was definitely thinking about the one like a Jolly Rancher. And like, I don't think she was talking about that one. I think she was talking about the one that like got the love. You know, it is what it is. Y'all get the picture. You see? But like, imagine that. Now, hey. Some people like it, we all different. You know what I'm saying? We all different. I'm not saying that Diddy can't please nobody, but I'm just saying, you know, what if he wasn't? What if he wasn't pleasing her? And then you got the nerve to say that I can only mess with you? Oh, child. Mm-mm. Like Chris Rock said on the movie, a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. He just it's yeah, it's just yeah, you done lost me. You see, you done lost me. It's sad though. And the Diddy thing, y'all know we're gonna talk about the Diddy thing later on. It just is what it is. Today, they said his defense attorneys are talking about a whole lot of who Pop John. You see, in the courtroom today. Diddy, people ain't talking about too much or nothing. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. I can't stand when people come to my party and don't hit my like button. I cannot stand it. You know what I'm saying? It's some stuff that I can't stand. That's one thing. You know, that's just one thing. Because the like button is free. You know, it's free. It don't take too much time. It don't take too much effort. Just a little bloop. You see, just a little bloop. So shout out to that. But yeah. So anyway, we'll be talking a little bit of Diddy later on. But oh my God, poop stars, y'all jump in my comments to let me know how y'all feel about everything with DDG and Holly. Like I said, it's sad. It's really, really sad. And I just feel sad for Halo. You know, I do. I feel sad for Halo. And I already told y'all why. And now DDG family wants to speak out and say little bitty things. But it's like, don't say nothing now. Please don't. Please don't. Y'all been quiet. Y'all stay quiet. You know. I just feel like DDG's family is a very knitted group, right? And like, I don't know. I just feel like, because you know, DDG got the brother Dub, right? Dub got the little boy Woo Wop. I want to say Brittany might have lived with them when she was younger or whatever. You know, I just, long story short, like how can I put it? Woo Wop, Dub's son, is very, very, very close with their family. You see, like, it's basically like, I don't know, almost like Dub has custody of Woo Wop. You see? It was like, thank you, Brittany, for having him, but he's ours now. You see what I'm saying? Like, I can't explain it, but like, he is very close with his son. You see? Extremely close. And I just feel like that's what DDG thought his situation would be like, you know? And honestly, I think the fact that it's not is taxing. Yeah, it rhymes with billing them. You see, baby, billing them softly. Like Lauren said on the song, it is. You know, he thought. See, what he did was he thought. You know. I guess he thought that him and his son would have a relationship like Dub and Woo Wop. But at the end of the day, DDG, Holly is not Brittany, okay? And you are not Dub. You know what I'm saying? So your situation is different, okay? It just is what it is. It's different. You ain't gonna be able to have Halo the way Dub had Woo Wop. It just is what it is. First of all, the situation is so different. Like I said, Dub baby mama seemed like she was a young girl when she moved in with them. They went through a lot. You know what I'm saying? A lot together. It's almost like I don't know her situation completely like that, but it's like a woman moving in with his a woman moving in with her boyfriend and his family. That's what it gives. You know what I'm saying? It gives a woman who kind of allow full control, you know, I can't explain it. I can't explain it. But you know what it reminds me of a lot? It reminds me of how King and his baby mama is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it seems like Miss Preston Girl might live with King them. Mm-hmm. And it be like that sometimes. But like, I can't explain it. So to me, like, Woo Wop is a daddy's boy. You know, like, don't get me twisted. Don't get it twisted, though. He love his mama. You see, he love his mama. I didn't see him get on the daddy head about his mama. He loves his mama, but he is very, very, very close with his daddy, y'all. Extremely close. And I'll take it a step further. He extremely close with his uncle DDG, too. You see? And I just feel like they thought Halo was going to be another Woo Wop coming. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They did. And like this situation is different. You know, Holly is like, she putting her foot down. She's showing DDG that this is different. This gonna be different. You know, we done broke up. You just my baby daddy. You don't work for Nike, buddy. You not running shit. You see, it just is what it is. You see, yeah. Shout out to that. Miss Preston Girl got a backbone. So shout out to that. He didn't mess with the right one. You see, for real. Disney, shit. She said to Disney who? Okay, so it is what it is. And I just feel like DDG will be all right. He just gotta learn to adapt. That's it. Dub got online and was like basically in tears, you know. He was in tears for his brother. I said, oh my God, Dub. And I take it a step further. I did not realize how much DDG looked like Dub until Dub did this last live. I said, oh my God, he looked just like Dub. Dub just dark and DDG bright. But they got the same everything. Knows all of it. He looked like his brother. And you know, Dub was breaking down. It's sad too. He was breaking down, you know what I'm saying? He was basically saying that DDG be streaming a lot because he, you know, going through a breakup. Because he going through what he going through. You know what I'm saying? With Holly and Halo. You know, I guess not being able to see Halo like that. So I think what Dub was saying is DDG be throwing himself into his work. You know? You know how people be workaholics sometimes. You know what I'm saying? When they dealing with something that they not really trying to deal with. You know, people be doing that. Like, trying to get their mind out for things, you know? And I could see that. Now, that I could see 100%. I do. I can. I could see DDG doing that. Because one thing about it, he always online. Shoot, he be having me thinking I ain't doing enough. Him and that old Casa not. Shout out to them kids. They be doing their thing. But yeah. Yeah. Poor DDG. He gonna be okay though. He's gonna be just fine. It's just crazy how. It's crazy how. Nah, it's not. It's not. That's not even funny. But it's crazy how, like, you can see things one way And then things be a whole different way. You see, they just be a whole different way. Like, for instance, with us. We be looking at DDG online, be a daddy, and we like, oh my God, that is just one of the cutest things I done seen today. You know, him and his little videos with Halo be so cute. Oh, they be so cute. It's adorable. It's adorable. But then imagine, like, the baby mama don't see it that way. You know what I'm saying? Because she don't see DDG in that way. You know, she sees him in a totally different light. You know what I'm saying? She sees him as somebody that is making her life a living hell. You know, making it harder than what it has to be. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's not adorable to her like that. You know? And that's why I said, like, people and their lives, like, stuff can be, it could look a certain way, right? But it's not like that. You see, like, all along, all behind the scenes, you not. You see, like, you might be a great dad to Halo. You know what I'm saying? Excellent, wonderful, present. I mean, just there. You know what I'm saying? Just there. But then you're a horrible co-parent. You know what I'm saying? You're a horrible co-parent. You know? So imagine that. And that's crazy. And I just feel like that's how life be a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's how life be a lot. Have you ever seen somebody do something crazy? And then the first thing they do is, you know, go around and talk to their neighbors and be like, well, how was he? You know, did you ever see this? Did you ever see that? And people be like, no. You know what I'm saying? No. I would have never imagined in my any day that he would have did something like that or she would have did something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's how life is. It's crazy. You just really don't know. You know what I'm saying? What's going on with people. It just is what it is. You don't know what's going on with people. Not thoroughly like that, you know? Because like I said, here it is. We thinking DDG is like, we putting him on a pedestal. You see? The internet just hyping him up. They like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Yes. Yes, black man. You know, we like, this is good. You know what I'm saying? This is how it should be. You know, this is how daddy should be. Excited to be a daddy and blase, blase, blase. But, like, this man just, behind the scenes, he just effing it up. You know what I'm saying? Effing the club up. Period. Like Nicki Minaj said, like, imagine that. That's crazy to me. You know? Holly Bailey said, Miss Preston Curl. This ain't that. You see? And it's crazy. I feel like she almost had a Cassie moment. You know what I'm saying? I know. You know, like, don't get it twisted. I know these people ain't nothing like Cassie and Diddy. But it is what it is. She literally exposed DDG. You know? Let me say this. She exposed their situation. Y'all think it's this, but it's really like this. You know? And I'll take it a step further. She had been trying to tell us. All along, she had been trying to tell us. Like, this man is just showing up. I'm trying to get a schedule with him. You know what I'm saying? They was both trying to tell us on the cool. Even DDG was on some, I don't want to go to court. I know you don't want to go to court, but maybe you should think about going to court. You see? Court might be the best thing for you and her. Sometimes people don't be want to get court involved, and I'm one of them people I tell you don't get court involved if you don't have to. But if you have to, you just have to. You see? That's the thing. When you can't decide on stuff, that's when court gotta get involved. Because they'll make a decision for you. They don't have time for that, Miss Preston Curl. You see? And so like, yeah. I mean, like, crazy. You know what I'm saying? You ain't on nobody's child support. None. That's what that's what the information said today. And I was like, who is leaking all this information to the press? I don't think Holly did that. I sure don't. I don't think Holly did that, okay? It is what it is. I think Holly might leak some stuff, but some stuff I don't. And a lot of stuff keep coming out. Like as far as like what she was saying to get the restraining order and all of that, I don't think Holly put that out there. I don't think Holly has put that out there. I don't. I think it's getting leaked, possibly by DDG and his people. And this is my thing. Like, y'all need to let it burn. Let this go. It is what it is. Y'all only making it harder on DDG. You see? Because this is still his co-parent. This is somebody that he still got to get along with. Like, right now, they saying that Holly wants DDG to see the baby once a week for 6 hours. Supervised. Well, see, Holly, you know, right now, she is the person that can, like, change that. She the person that can say, you know what? It's cool. Right now, I don't think it needs to be supervised. Right now, I think it could be 2 days or 3 days. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what a lot of people fail to realize. Like, you have to get along with your co-parent. You don't have to, but if you don't, then things ain't gonna be, you see. You're gonna be on shaky ground, Miss Preston Curl. It just is what it is. Like, either you want peace or you don't. At the end of the day, you see. So like, he needs to get along with her, and that's what he got to realize in his head. Both of them. And that's the thing. It's not about kissing nobody butt. It's not. It's about just getting along with your co-parent and having respect for their feelings. Yes, you sure are. Hey, hey, hey. Shout out to that. Hey, yacht. I hope you're having a wonderful day, too. Shout out to you for jumping in my comments and making it happen. Yes, Miss Presser Girl, I love it. But, like, you gotta, like, that's one thing about having a kid. You see? You gotta get along with the person that you had a kid with. You have to try, at least. You know? Some people, though, I know that's right. Some people you just can't get along with. And then there's other steps that you must take. It is what it is. There's other steps that you must take. But you at least have to try, Miss Presser Curl. Yeah, somebody get Trippy Red on the line. It just is what it is. You gotta get along with your co-parent. You gotta care about what they think. You see? It just is what it is. And like some people, they be quick to say, F that. You can't do that. You can't do that when you co-parenting. You know, it is what it is. You have to consider somebody else's feelings. So, for instance, when Holly was like, we need to get on some type of schedule. You see? Yes, Miss Preston Curl. Like, can we please schedule? Get on a schedule. DDG should have said, okay, what we need to do. We need to sit down and figure out a schedule. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? But Holly make it seem like he brushed her off with that. Like, I'm going to get my baby whenever I want to get my baby. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? Co-parenting don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? Because don't nobody give a fuck about what you want. Yes. At the end of the day, don't nobody care. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. We done broke up. I don't want you. Yeah, you see? Most days, I don't like you. So don't nobody care what you want. You see? I just don't care. don't care. I don't care. I don't care. You know? So like, man, it's effort. It's effort. It's effort. It's effort. You know what I'm saying? You have got to put in work. When it comes to co-parenting takes work. And I'll take it a step further. You really want, I know that's right. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, come on back. I'll see you when you get back. Make sure you hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. But as far as DDG and Holly goes, you know, it's just man, it's crazy. It's sad though. It's sad because people be wanting to run stuff. You see, it just is what it is. They be wanting to run shit. Yeah, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that no more. It is what it is. Like, you have got to be paying attention. It just is what it is, you know? When your people say, hey, I need to get at you about this and this and that. And that's what I was going to say, too. Co-parenting is so much easier, too, before somebody get in a relationship. Because then once they get in a relationship, then, like, I don't know how to explain it, but you kind of, like, dealing with a significant other, too, on the cool, which ain't gonna be cool. You know what I'm saying? That ain't gonna be cool. If y'all still tripping, that's why I said, like, these two right here in this particular situation, they definitely need to get it together before they move on. You know? Child, so it is what it is. But shout out to DDG and shout out to Rick Ross. But I don't know what the hell DDG did to Rick Ross. But Rick Ross is not feeling DDG right now. Okay, it just is what it is. DDG. Rick Ross ain't feeling you, okay? He is online liking every shady post about you. I mean, every last one. He even liked the one where Soulja Boy said, yeah, you know what he said. And that's why I said, I feel like DDG is really going through it. I do. I feel like he going through it. Because I feel like he would have at least said something to Soulja Boy. You see? But like, he ain't even paying attention. Because I really feel like, I told y'all, if Soulja Boy run up on DDG, I think he could get what he looking for. I'm just saying, I think he just gonna get what he looking for. You see? But still, he ain't even addressed Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy, he treated you like you ain't worth his time. You see, you just ain't worth his time. Which I'm glad though. I'm glad. And I didn't even have that on my bingo card either, because everybody was like, Soulja, you okay? Child, take the what and leave the what. Like, make it make sense. But anyway, Pooper Stars. And then now we on the meat and potatoes. Chris Brown and went to jail. You see? I said, oh, Lord, it was just all good a day ago. He didn't went to jail in London. I said, now, y'all might be right. There might be something going on. You see? There just might be something going on, because how the hell this man went to jail in London after arriving on his private jet? Like, who told y'all Chris was in London? You see? So I was like, okay, now who done booked him and got him locked away? This is what it is. I said somebody had to have a little paper, you see, because they didn't for real. Somebody said they used to love that song. What song? Oh, shout out to that. Shout out to you too. And India. Shout out to India. Okay. I said, Chris, you gonna have to mind your business. I said, the first thing I thought about was the daddy from Friday. I said, and now you got to worry about the dog catching your ass. You see? This man talking about some free Tory and now it's free you. Ugh. I said, Lord have mercy. Take the what and leave the what. Child, they done locked up Chris. Chris Brown. We got Chris Lowe in the comments. Shout out to you, Chris. Shout out to that. I know that's right. Hey. Hey, my Otzi brother. They be saying that, Otzi, something like that. When I was on vacation last summer, I think I met somebody from Australia. Her accent was so cute. It was so cute. But anyway, child, word on the curb is he done went to Manchester. You see? Chris, ain't no telling what Chris was doing out there. Don't nobody know what Chris was doing. I don't know. You know, I'm assuming he had a show. You see? Somebody must have had a little money. They got him out there. I said, oh, Lord. All right, Rock Nation. You better lay low. I mean, it just is what it is, Rock Nation, you see? But nah, for real, all seriousness, because I don't. Oh. Okay. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, y'all are just so sweet, okay? But anyway, I like when y'all talk that talk with me. I don't like when y'all talk that talk to me. You see? It just is what it is. Like, I don't, because I don't have time to be worried about what y'all saying in these comments, okay? I'm just going to be having time. Matter of fact, I need to ask somebody to moderate for me, okay? This is what it is. About time. You see? Yes, Miss Preston Curl. I said we coming up on a moderator. So shout out to that. But anyway, we slanging chalk. So anyway, allegedly back in 2023, Chris allegedly had a run-in, okay, with a producer. It just is what it is. I know that's right, Chris. I need a moderator, Chris. So I do. I need a moderator. See, oh Lord. That's somebody that be like in the comments, like if somebody say something inappropriate, they remove it and all of that. Send me a message on Instagram, because I need a mod. You see, I need a mod. So shout out to that. Finally, your girl, we moving towards that. So shout out to that. But anyway, a moderator is somebody that keeps the chat in line. So Chris, do me a favor. Send me a message on Instagram at my comment section. And we can definitely discuss you moderating, okay? It is what it is. At the same time, I need to know. I don't even fully know everything it is I need to know. Okay, shout out to that. Shout out to you, Ayat. See you later, okay? But yes, Pooper Stars. Anyway, back to what I was telling y'all. Okay, my blog is my comment section, okay, on Instagram. All one word. All right. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you next time. Hit the like button before you get up out of here, okay? Have a nice day. You see? But listen, back in 2023, Chris had to allegedly put hands and feet, you see, on this producer named Abe, okay? But now Abe is back, and word on the curb is Miss Preston Curl is pressed, and he applied pressure. You see, he is pressing charges and all of it. He say he wants to take it there, you see, to the fullest extent. He mad at Chris, and now don't nobody know. I know that's right, Chris. Yeah, no, see, we're not talking about you. We talking about Chris from over here. You see, Chris Brown. Yeah, that one. He didn't got himself In trouble out there in London, okay? Um, but yes, now nobody knows what Chris is, all right? But we are wishing you well, Chris. You, your team, Team Breezy. I know Team Breezy is just like having a panic attack, okay? It just is what it is. I know they just in full panic mode, okay? They probably worried more than Mama Brown, okay? It just is what it is. But yes, y'all, word on the curb is Chris, they got locked the hell up, you see. Playing. No, I'm just playing. I don't know what Chris is doing. Chris, mind your business, though, okay? That's what I wanted to tell you. It is what it is. So shout out to that. Chris, mind your business. You see? Mm. Yeah, and I feel like everything is gonna be all right, Miss Preston girl. It just is what it is. But like, yeah, Chris gotta, he gotta learn to, like that song say, silent talk. Silent out. I think that's what he be saying. Yeah. He should have whipped and Nene right on up out of there. You know? Sometimes you ain't always gotta say what you thinking and let another person know what's on your mind. You see? Everybody knows that you are in support of Tory. Everybody knows that Chris Brown says free Tory Lanez, every now and then. So I'm like, man, throw down your wallet, you see? Like, Chris, don't let us all suffer, Like, you cannot. Go ahead on. Feel better. Okay, feel better. But anyway, you cannot, seriously, just always put yourself out there. You see? Yeah, you done threw yourselves to the wolves. And Tory already fighting. You know what I'm saying? This man is already fighting. Shoot. Truth of the matter is he need people out here too. You see? Now he in jail worried about you. How much you want to bet? I said, I bet you Tory and I already reached out. And he just trying to get in touch with Chris and his team. Make sure Chris all right. I bet you any kind of money. How much you want to bet? It just is what it is. If I'm whoever, you see, I'ma show my support, but I ain't going to jail. It just is what it is. I ain't going to jail for you. You see? Yes, Miss Presser Curl. Okay? But it is what it is. Like, it just seemed like Tory is just pulling everybody down with him and his shit. You see? That's what it reminds me of. Another Diddy. Okay, shout out to that. See you next time. Don't forget to subscribe, okay? Hit the like button too. And I'll see you when you make it back. Shout out to that. But like, like everybody already know. We already know. We get it. You see, we get it. But child, look. I be damn, okay? Because I said I see this right now. Now, word on the curb is Tory. And the non-profit folks that came out, put out this press conference, and they still waiting on the paperwork. I said, oh, Lord, not Megan. Megan, you remember Megan? Megan, the reporter, the one that Tory Lanez can't stand, the one that he addressed in the song, the one he called a googly eye. Yeah, I'll never forget that. That was so funny to me. Tory, you did that. It was funny, you see. But she be on his head. It is what it is. She already reporting like, Ninja, where's the appeal? Is he? Don't come out here talking about you got some new evidence and you ain't presenting it. She said, this Ninja ain't presenting nothing. I said, oh, Lord. Megan is on his head. They saying they can't do nothing without the evidence, Tory. You got to turn it in. But I'm like this here. Tory, is going to do something seemingly every 3 to 6 months, you see, to let us know that he want out, okay? It just is what it is. I feel like he want out. He want the hell out. You know, but like I talked about him earlier. Y'all catch my line from earlier. It just don't work like that, Miss Preston Curl. You see? Yeah. You didn't went up in there playing with them folks and they was never. I said it. They was never playing with him. You see? Him and his punk faking attorneys. And now he think we finna go on this roller coaster ride with him. You know, every other few months is something else. I'll take it a step further. I said, Tory Lanez is like literally on a smear campaign. He kind of, listen, he doing Megan Thee Stallion the way the industry does everybody else. And I thought about it a little further and I said, you know what I think? They basically be acting like politics. You know how in politics, when somebody running for office, they be like, he did this, he did that, he donated to this, he donated to that, he sent da-da-da-da-da to prison, he da-da-da-da-da. Like, that's the vibe I get. That's the vibe I get from Tory Lanez. He is on a smear campaign, okay? That's stopping Megan Thee Stallion from getting to where she wanna be. I feel like, yeah, let's talk about it. Yes, Miss Preston Curl. Yes it is, you see? For real. He will not let that girl move forward with her career. That's why when everybody was on her head just recently about whatever she files on Tory, that had him recently just hemmed up and, you know, having to talk to lawyers and all of that, because her and Tory still ain't done with each other. She mad at Tory right now because she said Tory won't leave her the hell alone. You see, he doing stuff allegedly, according to Megan Thee Stallion, illegally from jail, still messing with this woman. And so, like, she made her move. She did something. She put her lawyer on it. You see? Yes, Miss Preston Curl. She put him on it like a rock waller. Precious, get your rock waller, you see? So the attorney is on his ass, he go. Shout out to that. So the attorney doing his job, he barking like a dog. He on Tory head about whatever he doing from jail. You see? And like the fans in the comments is on my good Texas sis head. It's all her fault. She needs to leave him alone. She did that. And that's why I came out and I told y'all, listen, I can't tell Megan Thee Stallion how far to go with Tory. That's her enemy. You see? And when you don't, you know, when you look at somebody, you say, you know what, I don't like you. Can't nobody tell you what to do with them feelings. You see, you can go as far as you want to go. And like, that's how I feel like they be going at it, Megan and Tory. And I don't be wanting to get in the middle of that stuff. It just is what it is. Like I said, I'm not finna tell Megan Thee Stallion to leave Tory Lanez alone, because Tory ain't leaving her alone. You see, it just is what it is. This man will not leave this lady alone. Period. He do whatever to get up under her skin. He do whatever to make her look bad. And at the end of the day, it just is what it is. Like, he not letting it go. So, oh well, neither should she. You know, I just feel like neither should she. You know what I'm saying? And like, they basically playing Tory like, man, Tory, go ahead on. You see, go ahead on. Like, they all like they done moved on with their life. And he, of course, haven't. You know what I'm saying? Because he got to move on and move forward from jail. He not feeling that. He not feeling that. But, man, it is what it is. And now fans believe Kristen went to jail messing with Tory. For, you know, it just is what it is. Listen, I will say this. I don't really get into conspiracies and all of that, but I do feel like tension is high you know, in the air right now. I do feel like tension is high. And you know, when it comes to the whole Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lane stuff, it probably is somebody that sit way up there at the top, like stay out my business. You see, stay out my business, little ninja. Yeah, when it comes to Chris and whoever else think they finna help Tory, you know. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is, child. No word. Hopefully, by the time this live end, you know, Chris will be out. You see, I check online and they'll be like, Chris is home. Chris is good. It's crazy though. First thing, man, going to jail is already. You see, baby, you add that with jail in an overseas in a foreign country. Oh God, you see. You know, like I can only imagine. And how do that work? Like, how does it work? They like, is it like in America? Do they expect you to come back? Do you have court in 30 days? Is he gonna get a fine? Or is he gonna have to serve community service in London? You see, like I just have so many questions, you know. You know, because Chris can do that. I feel like Chris can get back to London in 30 days. You know? He can, you know, it is what it is. He can get to and from. But somebody just regular, like somebody just in town for the weekend, ugh, you know, how would that work if they went to jail in London? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do London expect, like, how does that work? Child, I don't know. I'm so full of questions. It just is what it is. But I hope Chris get out, though. You know, he allegedly got jiggy. You know what I'm saying? With a producer down there. No word what the producer did. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Chris Brown fans. Myself included. You see? Everybody like, Ninja, you did something. You see? But what did you do? Okay, the question is, but what did you do? But I'll take it a step further, though. Man, if we just can control ourselves, though. You see? Chris, what did he do for real? Because you was way in London, you know? But it just is what it is. I could have sworn Offset was just in London, too, when he had to get busy. Oh, yes, Miss Pressy Curl. Y'all saw that video of Offset? Offset just had to get busy with some UK people. So I'm like, you know, it is what it is. Like, maybe, you know, but they be comparing the UK to us and stuff like that. And then they be saying like it's a lot of similarities. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff that ain't the same. Just ain't. You see, it just ain't. Or like they said, the food is different. The food is different. I heard that it ain't that great. Now I have seen some people from there that tell you it's certain spots that you gotta go to. You see? And I'm not naive enough to think that there's nothing good in London to eat, you know, but like there's some differences, they say. But it is what it is. Like the I guess the culture is a lot like ours a little bit, you know. Child, so I don't know. Y'all make sure I will keep y'all up on everything though, even if I gotta just make a post. Okay, when Chris gets out. But it is what it is, y'all. I guess I'll see y'all on my next video. Y'all don't forget to hit the like button. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.